battle for Victoria, or a vengeful plot, and the women who may bring Xander down in the tangled and ever-twisting world of Days of Our Lives. There are moments that shake the very foundations of Salem, and this coming week promises to deliver just that. At the center of the storm is Xander Kyriakis, a man whose past sins and present schemes are converging into a perfect storm of drama, danger, and emotional upheaval. And the battleground? Custody of young Victoria Kyriakis. Let's take a step back to understand the magnitude of what's unfolding. Xander, freshly released on bail, has his sights set on something deeply personal: gaining custody of little Victoria. For Xander, this isn't just a legal maneuver. It's a desperate grasp at redemption. He longs to forge a meaningful connection with his daughter, to prove that he's more than the villain of Salem's countless scandals. But redemption is never easy, especially for a man with as much baggage as Xander Kyriakis. Yet, while Xander dreams of a new beginning with Victoria, two powerful women are plotting to make sure that dream never comes true, and their reasons couldn't be more compelling. Sarah's fight to protect her daughter Sarah Horton Kyriakis has endured more than her fair share of heartbreak. Her relationship with Xander has been a roller coaster of betrayal, love, and impossible choices. But nothing matters more to her now than the safety and well-being of her daughter. Sarah sees Xander's desire for custody not as an act of love but as a dangerous power play from a man with a long history of violence and criminal behavior. To Sarah, Xander's involvement in Victoria's life isn't just risky, it's terrifying. He's not a safe harbor, he's a storm. From kidnapping schemes to murder cover-ups, Xander's past is a minefield, and Sarah refuses to let her child be caught in the blast radius. Every attempt he makes to see Victoria is met with fierce resistance, and Sarah is prepared to go to war to protect her child, even if it means forming unexpected alliances. Kate's plan for vengeance. Enter Kate Roberts Brady, a woman who knows a thing or two about revenge. Kate's anger toward Xander is boiling over, and for good reason. Her son, Philip Kyriakis, was nearly destroyed by one of Xander's schemes. In Kate's eyes, Xander is more than a threat, he's a danger to the entire Kyriakis family legacy. And Kate, ever the protective mother and cunning strategist, won't rest until Xander pays the price. Philip is expected to wake up soon, and with his return comes the hope of justice. Kate believes Philip's testimony will be the nail in Xander's coffin, legally speaking, of course. But if the justice system fails her, Kate won't hesitate to take matters into her own hands. She has a long memory and an even longer list of tactics for dealing with enemies. Make no mistake, Kate isn't bluffing. She wants Xander to suffer. A powerful alliance? This is where the plot thickens dramatically. Sarah and Kate have never been close allies. Their paths have crossed many times, often with tension and mistrust. But now they share a common goal: stopping Xander. Sarah wants to protect her daughter, and Kate wants to avenge her son. Their motivations may differ, but the enemy is the same. Could this lead to a powerful alliance? Imagine the possibilities. Sarah with her emotional fire and moral conviction paired with Kate's cunning and experience. Together, they would be a formidable force, one driven by love, the other by revenge. If they do decide to team up, Xander could find himself backed into a corner he can't charm or fight his way out of. And Xander? He's no fool. He knows the walls are closing in, and that these women are not to be underestimated. But he's also desperate enough to do something reckless, even dangerous. This is a man who once faked a baby's death to win back the woman he loved. There's no telling how far he might go to keep his daughter. The calm before the storm as the days tick down. The tension in Salem is nearly unbearable. There's an uneasy calm, the kind that comes just before everything explodes. Everyone is watching, waiting, wondering what move Xander will make next and whether Sarah and Kate will come together in time to stop him. Could Xander truly become a loving father? Or is his obsession with Victoria just another twisted plot in a long line of manipulations? Can Sarah and Kate set aside their differences long enough to outwit a man who has made deception into an art form? And what happens if Philip wakes up and reveals something even more damning? Next, on Wednesday, June 11, 2025, the residents of Salem gathered for the third and final part of a deeply moving farewell to John Black, portrayed by the late Drake Hodgson. This episode, filled with heartfelt eulogies, tearful reflections, and moments of unexpected humor, struck every emotional chord, offering a poignant tribute to a character who has been a cornerstone of the show for nearly 4 decades. For older viewers who understand the weight of saying goodbye, this episode was a mirror to their own experiences, a reminder that love endures even in the face of heartbreak. A town in mourning, Salem gathers for John Black. The town square of Salem, with its familiar benches and flickering lampposts, was draped in solemnity as friends and family came together to honor John Black. John, a man of mystery, strength, and unwavering love, was more than a character to Days of Our Lives fans. He was a symbol of resilience, a husband who cherished his wife, Marlena Evans, and a father figure who embraced his blended family with open arms. His death, a devastating loss for Salem, has left a void that echoes through the show's narrative. Much like the real-life passing of Drake Hodgson in 2024 touched the hearts of viewers and cast alike. The June 11th episode was the culmination of a three-part farewell, each moment crafted to celebrate John's life while allowing Salem's residents and the audience to process their grief. For older viewers who may have attended their own share of funerals or bid farewell to loved ones, the scenes were a tender reflection of life's bittersweet reality. The church, adorned with flowers and filled with familiar faces, became a space where memories were shared, tears were shed, and laughter, surprisingly, found its way through the sorrow. The family's tributes. Love Beyond Biology. The eulogies delivered by John's children were the heart of the episode, each one painting a vivid picture of a man who was both extraordinary and deeply human. Eric Brady, Greg Vaughn, John's stepson, opened the tributes with a moving reflection on their bond. Despite learning that John was not his biological father, Eric's love for him never wavered. His words, delivered with quiet strength, spoke to the power of chosen family, a theme that resonates with older viewers who may have built their own families through adoption, remarriage, or deep friendships. Eric's tribute set the tone for the episode, reminding everyone that love, not blood, defines a family. Carrie Brady, Christy Clark, John's stepdaughter, followed with remarks that were both poignant and profound. She described their blended family with a simple yet powerful phrase: "We may come from many, we are one." For fans who have followed the Brady family's complex history, this moment was a touching acknowledgement of their unity despite the tangled web of relationships. Older viewers who may have navigated their own blended families or watched their children do the same could feel the truth in Carrie's words. A family's strength lies in its ability to embrace all its members no matter how they came together. Brady Black, Eric Martsolf, John's son, brought a lighter touch to the proceedings, much to the relief of the grieving congregation. He reflected on the years of uncertainty about his father's identity, a journey that culminated in John's joyful reunion with his biological father, Timothy Robichaux. Brady described them as two puzzle pieces that fit so well together, a metaphor that captured the beauty of their late-in-life connection. But it was Brady's humorous tribute to John's iconic eyebrow that stole the show. With perfect comedic timing, he broke down the categories of John's eyebrow raises, each one a signature move that fans have cherished for decades. It was his single greatest asset, Brady quipped, earning laughter from the crowd and a tearful smile from his sister, Belle, Martha Madison. Eric Martsolf's spot-on impression of his father's mannerisms was a highlight, a nod to the joy John brought to Salem even in its darkest moments. Belle, though too overcome with emotion to speak at length, was a quiet presence throughout the tributes, her grief a testament to the deep bond she shared with her father. For older viewers, Belle's silent strength may have evoked memories of their own moments of loss, when words felt inadequate, but presence spoke volumes. Sammy's voice from afar, a daughter's regret and redemption. One of the episode's most anticipated moments was the contribution of Sammy Brady, Allison Sweeney, John's stepdaughter, who was unable to attend the funeral in person due to her commitments in Europe. Sammy's absence, as discussed in previous episodes, has been a source of curiosity for fans, but her presence was felt powerfully through a heartfelt message read by Eric. In her letter, Sammy set the record straight about her relationship with John, admitting that she was often a nightmare as a rebellious teenager. Yet she focused on John's unwavering love for their family, particularly for her, despite her mistakes. "He loved us all, no matter what," she wrote, her words heavy with the devastation of his loss. For longtime fans who have followed Sammy's tumultuous journey since the 1990s, this moment was a cathartic release. Sammy's relationship with John was often fraught, marked by her impulsive decisions and his patient guidance. Older viewers, who may have weathered their own family conflicts or watched their children stumble and grow, could relate to Sammy's regret and her gratitude for John's forgiveness. Allison Sweeney, though not physically present, infused the message with raw emotion, ensuring that Sammy's voice resonated as strongly as if she were standing in the church. In a touching nod to the past, the episode recreated a cherished moment from John and Marlena's 1999 wedding, when their children each represented a flower in a symbolic gesture of unity. With Sammy absent, Paul Narita, Christopher Shawn, John's son, stepped in to take her place, joining Eric, Brady, and Belle in a group hug that brought tears to viewers' eyes. This scene, blending nostalgia with fresh emotion, was a reminder of Days of Our Lives' ability to honor its history while moving forward. Marinas Courage, a love that endures. The emotional pinnacle of the episode came when Marlena Evans, Deidre Hall, Jon's beloved wife, took the podium to say goodbye. Marlena, a pillar of strength as Salem's renowned psychiatrist, admitted that she wasn't sure she could find the courage to speak publicly about her loss. Yet, with the support of her family and friends, she delivered a eulogy that was both heartbreaking and inspiring. Reflecting on their 40-year love story, Marlena recounted the obstacles they faced: kidnappings, betrayals, and near-death experiences, all of which they overcame because of their unyielding love. "That's what got us through," she said, her voice trembling but resolute. For older viewers, Marlena's words may have struck a deep chord. Many have experienced their own enduring love stories, weathering challenges that tested their bonds but ultimately strengthened them. Deidre Hall's performance was a masterclass in vulnerability and grace, capturing the essence of a woman who has lost her soulmate but refuses to let grief define her. Marlena's recitation of a poem about the true season of love was particularly moving, with its lines about believing that we alone can love, that no one has ever loved so before us, and that no one will ever love in the same way after us. The poem, a celebration of love's uniqueness, left the congregation and viewers in tears. Marlena's final words, "Good night, my love," were a gut-wrenching farewell, delivered with such tenderness that they lingered long after the scene faded. For fans who have followed Jon and Marlena's romance since the 1980s, this moment was a testament to their status as one of daytime television's greatest love stories. It was also a reminder that love, even in the face of loss, endures forever. Beau's tribute. A brother's legacy. The arrival of Beau Brady, Peter Reckell, and Hope Brady, Christian Alfonso, added another layer of emotion to the episode. Beau, Jon's brother, through their shared connection to the Demera and Brady families, insisted on attending the funeral despite Hope's initial hesitation. His determination to honor Jon was a reflection of their complex but profound bond, which began with conflict but grew into a brotherhood forged through sacrifice and redemption. Beau's eulogy was a highlight, tracing their journey from tumultuous and murderous beginnings to Jon's ultimate act of heroism, sacrificing his life to save Beau and countless others. Beau spoke of Jon's huge heart and compassion, qualities that defined his true power. "He made it possible to save life after life after life," Beau declared, his voice filled with conviction. "He may not be here with us, but his gift of life will go on and on. That's a fact." Peter Reckell's delivery was raw and powerful, capturing the essence of a man who had lost not just a brother, but a hero. For older viewers who may have experienced the loss of a sibling or a close friend, Beau's words were a reminder of the lasting impact one person can have on the world. Hope, standing by Beau's side, reflected on her own connection to Jon, shaped by the trials they endured at the hands of Stefano Demera. Her presence was a quiet but powerful reminder of the strength that comes from shared history. As the funeral concluded, Beau and Hope joined the mourners at the Brady Pub, a beloved Salem institution, to continue celebrating Jon's life. For fans who remember the pub's role as a gathering place for generations of Salemites, this scene was a heartwarming nod to the community that binds the town together. A farewell that resonates. The June 11th episode of Days of Our Lives was a masterfully crafted tribute to Jon Black, blending tears, laughter, and love in a way that only this show can. For viewers aged 65 and older, who have followed Salem's stories through decades of change, the episode was a gift. A chance to reflect on their own lives while honoring a character who embodied the best of what it means to love and be loved. The performances, from Deidre Hall's heart-wrenching farewell to Eric Martsolf's humorous tribute, were a testament to the cast's dedication to their craft and their respect for Drake Hodgson's legacy. As Salem moves forward, the memory of Jon Black will continue to shape its residents, just as the memory of loved ones shapes the lives of viewers. For older fans, this farewell is a reminder that grief, though painful, is a testament to love's enduring power. So, as the sands of time continue to flow through the hourglass, let us hold tight to the lessons of John Black. Love fiercely, forgive freely, and never underestimate the power of a well-raised eyebrow.